Hello, guys, and welcome back to Inkbound. I am recording this the same day as the clairvoyant video I just posted, but I will not have this posted until tomorrow, probably. I just couldn't help myself, man. Weaver is my favorite aspect in this game. It was super buffed in this season with just flat out stat buffs, with some augment reworks, and Weaver is just really, really fun. Um, so I'm going to play Weaver. Um, Weaver is also the most complicated aspect to play. We'll get into why. I'm going to be using the Scales of Infinity because I think it's really fun to use on Weaver and Clairvoyant. Actually, I would say it's really fun to use on Clairvoyant. I didn't do that in my Clairvoyant video just because I never used Rows of Rubies. So I wanted to um, actually use something different. But I mean, Weaver can kind of use everything. You can do Spikes Weaver. I'll probably show that at some point. You can do, I don't know, Frostbite Weaver, Burn Weaver. Maybe not really Poison. Passkey the Future, good on Weaver. These are pretty much good on everybody. Yeah, Weaver can pretty much just do whatever you want it to do. And that's why I love Weaver. Um, just a really good aspect. And I know that anyone who is not very good with Weaver is going to be like, there's no way this is a good aspect, or one of the best. Um, but I'm just going to show why I love Weaver. Let's just get right into it. If I lose this run and have to re-record, I'll be surprised. I very rarely lose with Weaver. I just love Weaver so much. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just do damage. It's easy. I hope they do rework these quests to be a little more, I don't know, different. Because right now it's just kind of pick damage or not that, pick something else. I guess I might play Crit Weaver. Oh, an interesting choice. Getting the Frostbite and Burn one. Wow, I could play this a few different ways. So, Weaver has some very interesting augment choices. I'm probably not going to go Burn and Frostbite just because I'm using the Scales of Infinity, as much as it'd be fun to just grab this right away. I'm going to get Widen Stitch. Widen Stitch is very good. Another one is the lengthy threads for your one. That's also very good. The damage ones can be good too, but sometimes just having more range or more AoE is really good. And I guess I'll go Needle. I guess I'll build Crit. At least for now. We'll see if that ends up being the full path. Weaver really wants orbs, so Wit Thief is a little tricky. Same with Overstimulated. I'll probably just go Tourist Trap and just expect that I get no money. It's probably fine. Yeah, I'll just go Tourist Trap. Let's see how I get with that. Alright, so we get to have some fun here. I'm going to go Quillings because once I get to Carver, my money is going to start dwindling. Which also means I kind of only want to spend money if I really need to. Alright, so how do you play Weaver? Weaver is tough, right? You want to line up your shots, hit multiple guys. Movement seems like it's completely bad. Weaver. But it's really not that bad at all. So for example, I want to ignore this, this Vanguard right here. So I could just go single target, Constrict. Constrict does more damage single target, but less multi-target. So you really want to use it as a single target binding. So I could do that, grab one orb here, do that, and kill. And then I can walk over here, throw these guys for controlled weaving, and then just, I don't know, kill this slump. Okay. So, single target damage. These guys are a little too tanky for book one. I think they need to be nerfed a bit, but... So, outside of just constrict damage being really good, the second thing you can do is your Stitch. And your Stitch does more damage based on how many enemies you have threaded. So since I have 2 enemies threaded, it takes 70. So the thing to keep in mind with Weaver is your Constrict and your Stitch are polar opposites, which means that your Constrict only really wants to be used if you have single target, And your Stitch only really wants to be used if you have a lot of targets. I'll just do that for now. Probably gonna be buffing my physical power this fight. That doesn't mean you can't use Constrict in AoE situations like this, but it's generally better as a single target type deal. Just look how much damage you can just do. It's really good. While your Stitch is not very good at all. It's, I think, weaker. It's basically the same as your base damage. Yeah. Alright, so let me see what I want to do here. I'll probably get damage on my threads. That sounds good. And I'll build more crit. So since I'm building crit, after Image might not be bad. I think I'm going to get Grasp. I want more physical bindings so I can kind of generate next fight 2 magic power and kind of get that train going. I don't need glyphs right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do more quillings. Okay. So getting marked and then using Constrict is going to be really, really strong. So I'm looking forward to that. I might be able to get that pot. Probably not. It's going to be too risky. Maybe I can. So what I can do here is I can do... Let's see. Do that. Do damage here. Damage here. Probably should just hit you instead. I didn't really math that out too well. So hit there, hit there. So you don't want to kill outliers until you have your Stitch ready, because that's going to be a lot of damage. Yeah. This is like lots of damage. Okay, I got a little bit of money from the treasure pot. I guess that's not bad. I'm going to avoid using this, because I want to try to buff my constrict damage. We'll do this. I can do that. Do that. And I sadly got physical power again. That's fine. I'll probably need to get another physical binding. But I do want to buff my magic a bit. And we will probably take Ponent Grasp just to make this stronger. Sounds good. Alright, and then we will go ahead and not go to Carver, instead go to Sea Breach. Oh, I swear. Alright, I really don't want to sacrifice too much HP here. Here we go. Malform Tracing, let's go. Unthinikia minus Sea Breaches and Gardener are not bad places in Garden's Edge because you can get Quillings with it. So just keep that in mind. That's kind of why I went that route. Let's go ahead and get another Vestige. Why not? I'm a little worried about this fight, so I'm gonna get some extra ability power. All right, so let's see here. Let's do that. Just do that. It's a little sad that my Stitch is kind of one-shotting these, or sorry, my what you call it is one-shotting these guys. We're gonna do this because he's gonna do a ton of damage, and I'm not really up for that right now. Just kill him. Guess I can do that, 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 that. Still doing more magic attacks than physical. That's fine. But yeah, so definitely want to. Let's get more crit chance. Definitely want to understand how your constrict and stitch work. Sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm just enjoying the moment. Sap is going to be really good. I don't have healing, and I did not get a healing vestige, so I guess I'll take it. Even though critical stitch would be probably the best choice if I had healing, but I need to get some healing. And then laid rope would be pretty good, I think. Getting all crits would be pretty good too. I don't think I need this though. I actually might get the Harbinger's trophy. Yeah, I think we get the Harbinger's trophy. Like Bounty Hunter, it's very good on single player, not very good in other locations. I was really hoping for a physical binding, but I'll probably take Jinx in this case. I'll probably just always be scaling physical with my skills. I was hoping to alternate, but I don't think it's going to be possible at this point. Cultivate could be good, because I could get evasion on pickup. I think that's an uncommon augment, though. Otherwise, I get blink. I guess I could get evasion with blink as well, which would be okay, but I'm not a blink enjoyer, sadly. So I'll get Jinx. Cultivate maybe was a good choice, though, but I think I'll pass on it for now. So yeah, Gardener, very good. You get a vestige and money. Valmark is never happening, probably. So I guess I go Shadow Book. There's a chance I don't take any damage, but against Nim, that's probably not going to happen. So I think I go Shadow Book in this case. Definitely heal. I'm a little worried about my health. Heavenly Eclipse is really good on Weaver, so I guess I grab this. And then Counter Assistant. Counter Assistance is probably good. I picked that up. Heavenly Eclipse, it's pretty easy to get these to be even, and also just buff your other type's damage. Alright, so what do we got here? So I will be dealing 160 damage. I don't know if that includes the crit or not. Actually, I've never mathed that out. So I'll just go ahead and do this. Doesn't look like it does. Guess I... do that. And we'll start walking out this way. So I can one-shot those guys. One-shot these guys. And then I think I just Jinx here. Now I got 20 physical power because of the Eclipse. I think I'm also getting some physical power from this. I wish I could see that. It looks like I might be getting 6. It's pretty good. Okay. So we'll do that. Which buffs this damage. Sadly, my Stitch is not going to do damage. Just do that and get rid of one of these. So I stop running into that. Right, and then I can go ahead and do boom, boom, boom. And we'll get rid of that. Keep this orb. I didn't have even stacks at the end, sadly, but it's not really needed. I mean, you're getting power just by using it, right? So you don't really need the stacks. Alright, so I think definitely hit you once. Do that. Do that. Hit you. Hit you. Do that. Wait till next turn so I can get an orb. And now what I can do is that. That. Very strong Jinx. Another Constrict. Grab that. Another Constrict. Here we go. Pretty strong. Violent Grasps. I don't know if that is double, but I don't want to waste my last slot on Grasp. Spun Threads is good, because it lets you set up. And with my plus 15 damage, it might actually be worth it. Jinx just doing more damage is good, but I'd rather get the one that buffs the stack damage. So I'll just take the Spun Threads. Tether is very interesting. If I get the heal augment off my Tether, I can just get inherent healing, which would be really strong. Tether Threads is very underrated. I think I might show how this one works. This one's pretty good. Because everyone uses Weave or the other one. I'm going to use Tether. I want to just show it off. I'm confident I can win with anything. Okay. Let's get ability power because it buffs both sources. Maybe. No, I'll get the magic. Alright, so definitely no Wit Thief and definitely no Overstimulated, so I'll probably get High Gravity. It's going to hurt without Blink. This is the one situation I would say Blink is okay. But I will get the 200 money. I actually don't know if that... I'm actually going to get 150, actually. But as we've proven, I need my orbs. So yeah, I think I'll go this way. It gives the full 200. Yeah, I think I'm going to go this way. My gravity shouldn't be too much of a problem. I might want to try to get something movement related, but we'll see. I don't think it'll be a problem. I'm confident I don't need a reroll. Ever. So I'm going to go ahead and get a Vestige. You could argue I have good Vestiges already. So maybe I'll do a reroll next set, but right now I think I'm fine. Right, so here is the power of... I think I can get out, yep. So here's the power of... Feather. I have 10 ability power. And it's only going to get higher. I will just go ahead and use Jinx now. Why not? Okay, let's bring you over. Let's hit you multiple times. Kill all of them. I've gotten 20 ability power just from hitting those guys. Again, this Tether, very, very strong. You can really get some power off this. If you're not using it ever, I highly recommend trying it. Let's see what legendary I get. Ooh. Maybe I'll transition to a smite build. Smite crit build. Ooh, but Vulcus would be pretty good. I'm gonna get this refractory though. This seems really good. I'm gonna replace the needle. I don't think I'm favoring too much in a crit. Yeah, I'm not really playing into crit too much anymore. So I'll do that. Shield will be pretty good. This will give me survivability, but this will also just give me a bunch of stacks. This is a tough choice. They're all good. And then I probably just take the Blessed. Story of the Wind Song might be interesting, because I can mark a lot. Actually, this might be the best choice. This will be really good, but it is only 1 ability power. I'm gaining like 5 every 2 hits. Yeah, actually, this is probably better. I think I get rid of... I'll probably end up getting rid of this next, but I think I get rid of the Shadow Book. It's not my main source of damage right now. Even though that 1 extra will at the start is actually pretty good. Get rid of this. And then I'm confident this is probably going to end up being more of a utility thing. So I might just want to get Patchwork. But Free Constrict's going to be really good. I'll see if I'm doing a spam tether strategy. Yeah, I think I actually want to do this. Okay, and then I think I'll go for stats. It's tempting to go for another Vestige, but I think these are going to be replaced. Both of these. At some point. So I think I'm going to go for stats. So I can just get stronger. We'll see, because movement is going to be my struggle. So I'll definitely pick up the movement stat. And then I'm going to go for glyphs, as I mentioned earlier. So I can try to get some of the stuff I want. I do want to keep this horseshoe until the very end. So I think I'm going to just drop this potion. Let's just drop it over here. Or actually, I might want to keep that potion too. Let me keep that. I don't want to try to keep this till the end. That's a very good potion, and if movement's going to be a struggle, I want to be able to have that. Okay, do this one more time. So you can see I do a lot of damage. Yes. The other good thing about my spam strategy is this Heavenly Eclipse is just giving me a bunch of damage. So this is working out very highly in my favor. Let's just get rid of that. Let's do that. I know there's some people that have the opinion that you need to get certain augments to make Weaver good. I'd be, if in the comments, I would love to hear which augments you think you absolutely need as Weaver. Because I don't think there's any required augment, personally. I know one required one is that people seem to think you need is the pulling constrict. And certainly that's okay in strategy and multiplayer. I'm not going to say it's not. But do you really need pulling constrict? Because this whole run I haven't grabbed pulling constrict. In case you don't know what it is, it's you get to pull in enemies when you use constrict. I don't need it at all. I've never felt the need for it. I'm kind of like Blink. I'm under the impression that pulling constrict is just a trap, and you don't actually need it. Like, I wouldn't say a trap. Maybe that's not the right word. It's really good. I will take 3 ability power. But it's one of those things, do you really need it? Probably not. This will be good, because I'll be using this a lot. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. I guess some people feel that you might need it, but... Lure is interesting, but the cooldown is kind of long. I actually might go Harpoon here, because I'm building crit. And that's a lot of damage. I would have preferred to get the AoE one. I never get the AoE one. I always get these as choices. Hmm. I don't really want to use my rerolls yet. I'm gonna get the harpoon. So I'm building crit. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to stats again. Ooh, very good choice. I think I just get the crit damage. Crit rate would be the next thing I would want to grab at some point. So maybe I'll try to get that. I could go for more glyphs, but I think I'm just going to try my vault luck. Alright, so I think I'm going to go for the pot here. Can I? Both you guys? Yes. Another thing with pulling constrict is I don't really need it this run, right? Because I have the, I have this. Okay, this is pretty strong, not gonna lie. My build is poppin'. Oh, this is so good. Alright. Alright, let's see. Definitely gonna do that first. Probably go over here and hit these guys multiple times. Just kill you, I think, flat out. Probably just go here. Can I get both of you guys? Be pretty nice if I could. Here we go. I thought I had the... I didn't realize I already had controlled weaving. I would have killed this guy instead. Oh, this is why I saved this potion. Okay. See that? Okay, doing pretty good. Pocket watch. Oh, that's an interesting choice. I'll take the more movement. Taking movement twice. Probably gonna make people's minds get blown. But, yep. Taking movement twice. I have hive gravity. Makes sense. Pocket watch. I think I only have one more fight. Yeah. So this would maybe get one buff in the end. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be good. No cooldowns could be really good because I can just spam harpoon. I've already convinced myself. Yeah. I'm gonna spam harpoon turn 1. Seems pretty good. I'm critting gain evasion. This might be what I want. Maybe not. I'm just gonna save my money. I don't think I need any of that. I will spend a little bit on healing, though. My build's already pretty good. I don't really need any of that stuff in the shop. Alright, so... if I use Harpoon on him, though, I'm going to move him, so maybe I don't want to do that. But what I can do is just heal off these guys. Will I have enough movement to get out? Maybe? just make sure I can walk out. I'll be fine. I want to say I'll be fine. Show that. Just do that too. And I'll take my luck. You see, I like hang out at the edge here. No, I'm gonna need to be able to fully walk out. Okay, that satisfies that curiosity. I just love his waddle. It's so cute. Okay, we'll do this. I'll make sure I can get out, but otherwise I'm going to be needing some power. Okay, we'll do that. Problem with this guy surviving is I'm not getting controlled weaving, which does hurt. But I think it'll be fine in the end. How many stacks do I have? As much as I would like. I'm going to try to get crit on that Jinx, though, because I do have the counter assistance. I don't want to actually use Jinx yet. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright. Oh, I barely can't reach. I'm going to try to keep the crit on Constrict, because I want to get it on Jinx. There we go. And then I can probably save my harpoon. I don't think there's a reason to use it. There we go. We'll just save that orb. Okay. And then, what I want to do is... This is one of those situations where Stitch can do a lot of damage. Or I can just smite everything. That's true, too. My Constrict can just smite everything with Refractory, which is doing 115 damage. Not too much. Okay. Just do that. Do that. I grab this orb while running out. Yes. Okay. I am feeling very good about this run. Very good. Let's do that and hit so I can get the extra ability power for stuff. Probably gonna be standing here, it looks like. That's fine. Let's see if I can get marked right there. That's good. Can I grab this orb? Yes. Okay, and I can just win the run. Or not win the run, but win the fight. Nice. I won't have time to build up Dread Harvest, and Grim Vortex is interesting, but it's not going to help me with the Cinder. So I'm going to reroll. Splice is another Detach, but I don't think... Because basically what I mean is I can target an enemy, splice them to make them... I can make them detach it, and it'll still count towards my tether. So I think I'm gonna get Splice. I think this combo is gonna work out. I'm gonna reroll here though, because I'd rather get the healing tether is what I want. Critical Stitch might be interesting, but I think I'm gonna get more damage on my Constrict, because this is gonna be... Actually, let's just get more damage on my Jinx. Why not? Even though damage on my Constrict might have been the better choice, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah. More movement. Do I need more movement? I'm glad it's giving me a choice here. 3 magic power would definitely help, though, I think, just overall, for literally everything. I don't think I need the movement, but movement is definitely an interesting choice. I already got it twice, though, so I think I'm already good with that. So you're immune to physical. Right, so what we can do is kind of work towards this. Do this. I actually forgot that I have my my spam thing first turn. That probably would have been the better play. Oh well. Just do this, get some power. Okay. If I hit this, I will only have 8. So we'll just kill you there. And I should have more stacks of Shattered Will this time around. I'm gonna take physical. Disconnect you. Do that. Kill you. Kill you. There we go. Ooh, Mumsies. That's a great choice. Because that would get me 12 ability power right now. Yes. That'd be really good. We'll go ahead and get the crit chance. I might replace this. Actually, I might just leave all these options on the table. Draining Threads. That's what I was looking for. So Draining Threads is really good with Tether and Splice, because as you disconnect it, you're going to be healing. So my health problems are pretty much resolved, if they weren't already. Not that I really needed it, but... Ooh. So this, if I got both of the Heart of the Lifeless, I would get 70 max HP, which would be 10 ability power per, so that'd be 20 ability power for both of those. I think that's the play, because I don't really want this. It's only going to help for the first turn anyway. And I don't really need the counter thing. And I kind of like everything else I have, so I'll get rid of this, and then I'll take the crit chance. So, turn 1, I should be getting 20 ability power, because I have 70 max HP. The other choice is just getting a Teeth on the String. Rerolling is not going to do anything. I don't need Teeth on the String. I have Draining Threads. I feel very good about this run. This run is... I told you with confidence I could win this run, and I have. Let me not get too cocky. I still have this fight. Where's that Mimic? There you are. I mean, I'm not going to do that, because it's not going to... do exactly what I want it to do. let's do, can I have enough movement to get out of here if I do this? Yes. I want to try to hit both of these guys. There we go. And let's see here. Yeah, let's splice you. For big damage. I am feeling very good about this run. I think I can knock you out of this. I'm gonna try to keep that orb, I think. Let's do that. Do that. Can't reach that. That's fine. I want to keep you tethered, though. Okay. Hello, my mimic. Why is that tree all the way over there? Boy, you doing all the way over there? I guess I can do this and just kind of heal off it. I want to try to save the Jinx, though, if I can. So I think I'm gonna for sure do that. Grab this. I'm gonna pull you over here. Do that. I'm gonna get rid of this pox before it starts building up too much. I'm gonna splice you. Do that. And then kill the Mimic. Turn 1. Nice. And now this guy's around. Just spit more acid. I'm just going to keep an eye out for marked. So I can do that. This run is so fun. I'm having a good time. Alright, well... I am feeling pretty good. Let's see here. I guess I will... Can I get both these guys together? I guess I'll ignore the Mimic for now. Because this run will end if he dies, right? So there's no reason to focus too hard on him. There we go. Well, this was a very fun run, and I have enjoyed every moment of it. Alright, well that's Weaver. Pretty strong. If I don't know what to say. You might think this is an outlier run, but I can consistently have runs like this with Weaver. Its Scales of Infinity is pretty good on him. Constrict is very good, you just gotta realize it's a single target. Unless you have a situation like I did where you have Smite on hitting Smite, or on hitting gain 1 shield, or like if you get like an critting, gain 1 shield, and you get a crit on your Constrict, you can kind of massive shield with everything. So Constrict can be an AoE tool, but generally it's a single target tool. And there are Ascensions that can make it AoE, like whatchamacallit? Like the Strangulate or Rope Burn. These can both make it AoE. Rope Burn's pretty good for a burn detach build. But generally it's a single target baseline. Tether really good if you can get where you get Shattered Will on hit, or on binding use, and then you can get like will increasing messages. Tether can become your damage through the power of will. Sounds kind of funny that way, but yeah, so Detach really strong if you just need the damage. These options, honestly, all three of these options are really good. All these options, I'd say Strangulate is probably the weakest. You don't really need it, but these are good. And then all three Stitches are good, depending on what you need. Weaver's just really strong. I like Weaver. Vestiges, or sorry, bindings. Cultivate can be good if you've got a tether build like I did. So if you're going for that, you can kind of use Cultivate, and it'd be really strong. We'll see if you can get like the Flower Bloom one. Cleave is still not good. It's Bleed that's not good. So once Bleed is an actual stat, Cleave will probably be better. But right now it's a complete joke. Blink not needed on Weaver at all. I say that for everything. I would say though, Weaver is one of the only aspects where I would say Blink may be good, just because it does give you that movement. But as we saw that run, I just picked up 2 movement stats, and I was good. I didn't need any more extra movement, and so it Blink kind of feels unnecessary. And I do want to point out that I know that Blink has good augments like Gain Evasion, Generate an Orb, but and you can do those augments every turn, right? Because you get 2 cooldown. But I don't think, unless you're building like an orb focused build or you really need evasion, I don't think Blink is going to necessarily help too much. It's one of those playstyle things, though. Again, I can understand why people like Blink. I think it's overrated, but you know, Jinx is pretty good on Weaver. I picked it up this run just because I haven't used Jinx in a while, but honestly, Weaver doesn't really need Jinx. Instead, I would say Lightning Bolt is better on Weaver because you can place Lightning Bolt on Constrict, and now that single target damage to the target suddenly becomes an AoE attack without the damage penalty. So Lightning Bolt with Weaver is really good. I highly recommend it. Just gotta remember to shock single target and then constrict that target. Incendiary can be good if you're doing burn. Shield Wall is not really needed. I'd say Shield Wall, unless you're playing Spikes Weaver. I want to play Spikes Weaver and show that off sometime. Spikes Weaver is extremely good and extremely fun. Shield Wall helps, of course, with that. But otherwise, you don't really need it. Restoration, don't really need either. If you can just get the Detach style, you can kind of heal off that. There may be a situation you need it, but yeah. Invigorate can be pretty good, I think. Yeah, I think Invigorate's pretty good. Maybe unnecessary if you do Tether, but it might just be unnecessary in general, but it could still be good, I would say. Because you can make your Stitch do insane damage with it, right? Or your single target Constrict. Pilfer, situational, Poison Vapor. I know people like to put poison on everything. Poison is good, but I don't... Weaver's one of those, I don't think you really need poison. Wind of Frost can be okay if you're building Frost. Afterimage good if you're building Crit or you need Evasion. Grasp, as you saw, can be really good. You don't need Pulling Constrict if you just get Grasp, and then you can get that marked. Insanely good. Highly recommend it. Harpoon ended up being very good too. Quicken, so... Quicken, I would say, is okay on Weaver. Again, you don't really need the cooldown portion of it. The movement portion can help, since Weaver doesn't necessarily struggle with movement. You don't need movement with Weaver as much as, like, Magma Miner, say. Or Obelisk. But, it can still be good. Yeah. It just depends. Quicken, to me, is only good on Star Captain, who needs the cooldowns. Obelisk, especially, Magma Miner, who could get a faster smash, and pretty much those 3. Quicken feels really good on those. On Moss Cloak, Weaver, and Clairvoyant, it's not as good. So it just depends. That's why I think it depends. I think the people who say Quicken isn't good are it depends on what their favorite aspects are. I think because it really is aspect dependent. Where some of these like lure can be, or sorry, grasp can be good on pretty much every aspect, right? Maybe except Moss Cloak doesn't really need it, but even then, you know. And then Smoke Bomb is good if you need defense utility. But again, it might not necessarily be needed on Weaver. I definitely say the best draftable bindings on Weaver is Lightning Bolt and maybe After Image because you get defensiveness and grasp because that marked really helps your damage and helps with your lack of a movement binding. So yeah, so overall, I would say Weaver is my favorite aspect. I would say he's the strongest in the season, but that's I wouldn't say he's like OP where he needs nerfs. Don't get me wrong, I don't want him to get nerfed. But because he's kind of like barely stronger, right? I wouldn't say he's like insanely strong. He's just barely stronger. But he's really hard to play. Weaver is definitely like the highest skill ceiling out of all the aspects, with Clairvoyant being the next, and then Star Captain being the next, and then maybe Obelisk, and then Moss Cloak, and then Magma Miner in terms of complexity, in my opinion. But yeah, Weaver most definitely is the most complicated. You really need to understand when to constrict, when to stitch, um, where to go with that. It's going good, and just understanding how to build him is incredibly important. But the detach style, do not be scared of that style. As you saw this run, detach is very good. And can do some kind of insane things. So overall, thank you for watching. I've officially gone through every aspect, but um, but yeah, I'll probably just start playing some more different builds. So I'm gonna do Burn Magma Miner because I know Magma Miner was requested. Burn Magma Miners. I'll make sure to do that. And then once I do that, I might do like Spiked Weaver. I don't know, Physical Clairvoyant. Who knows? We might have some insanely weird runs going on. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.